Which of these holidays made online sellers the most money in 2023? Halloween, Christmas, or Pride? If you said Christmas, a lot of people would agree with you, and those people would be wrong. The correct answer was Halloween. Surprised? We crunched the data to find out just what top online sellers did last year to make serious profits. And the results were so surprising we just had to tell you all about it. Especially which top 5 products had the highest earning potential for merchants. So hit that like button if you're ready to declassify the data, because it's time we expose the 5 bestseller secrets you can start using for your store. Online shopping should be easy. After all, that's why they call it retail therapy and not retail anxiety. And one thing top sellers realized made buyers really anxious was having too many options. This can even lead to what's known as a paralysis of choice. That's when the stress of having lots of choices stops you from making any choice at all. So to guarantee their customers made it to checkout as easily as possible, our data shows the best print-on-demand merchants kept their product options to a minimum. However, don't get that confused with the overall number of items you have in your catalog. In a minute, I'll even tell you why having a lot of products in your catalog is actually a good thing. But for now, when it comes to offering different options for a single item, less is definitely more. For example, the best print-on-demand merchants keep color options for items to a minimum. Last year, products with just one color option sold the best for both apparel and non-apparel. For clothing especially, items with up to 5 color choices sold better than those that offered more. And the same goes for sizing and designs. Clothing items with 6 to 8 size options were popular online, with medium, large, and extra large being the most preferred sizes. While 56% of all apparel sales were for clothes that only featured a single design. That's why when listing a product, do it like the pros and keep it simple. Here's a fun fact. Did you know it takes sellers on average about 165 days to hit their first $1,000 in sales? That's just under 5 months. This sounds like a long time, but ask yourself, is at least $1,000 every month in 5 months' time worth the wait? You're probably thinking, yeah, obviously. Well, guess what? The most successful merchants can do it in less than 118 days. So the question is, what are sellers doing that whole time to help reach their target? I got one word for you: listing. In fact, many successful sellers using Printify have over 500 listings in their online stores. These merchants also publish weekly and offer a diverse range of products, with about 40% of them being sold at least once. More importantly, we've also learned that these top sellers don't just rely on cash cow products, meaning they don't expect to make most of their income off just a few best-selling items. Instead, they look for a higher overall revenue by selling multiple and diverse products while also taking advantage of premium profit margins, which I'll tell you about in a second. But for now, the surest way to get to your first $1,000 quickly is to list like the best by listing often and then listing some more. There's an important step that happens right before you publish a listing to your online store: setting a price and profit margin for your item. It's the part that scares many sellers because it means deciding how much your item is worth. In fact, when it came to the profit margins being set by many top sellers last year, we saw a pattern. The average profit margins set for clothing were between 40 to 50%, while non-apparel products were marked up even higher. For calendars, paper products, phone cases, bags, and home decor, some merchants had margins as high as 76%. There's plenty of strategies you can use to price your products effectively, and you can easily learn about all of them by subscribing to this channel. From webinars to tutorials, we've simplified it all so you can spend less time pricing and more time listing. Not only that, Printify even makes it easy to update the prices and profit margins for multiple items all at once. Of course, simply setting a high margin doesn't mean that everyone will pay for it. I'll tell you about targeting the right buyers at the right time with strategic tags next. But don't forget, premium profits start with premium margins. You've heard us say it again and again, which is why it's worth repeating one more time. Whether it's on a marketplace or a standalone store, SEO matters. From your product title to your product description, how easily buyers can find your item is directly related to how many of them will buy it. Makes sense, right? Well, here's how advanced online sellers take that idea to the next level. They strategically use tags and categories to generate more traffic to their products. For example, a monster design shirt for Halloween on Etsy will have basic tags like monster, oversized tee, and Halloween, of course. But to capture additional buyers, elite merchants also add more tags with similar themes. Instead of just Halloween, they'll also add words like costume, candy, fall, or retro. That way they can pick up even more shoppers looking for similar themed products. In fact, if you've seen any surprising tags attached to an item online that you didn't expect, feel free to comment them down below, along with which tip has surprised you the most so far. Of course, having the right products people are keen to buy at the time is just as important. That is why always remember to take care of your tags. I'm finally about to tell you the top 5 products which have the highest earning potential. The best online sellers use multiple strategies to keep overall profits as high as they can. Their items have 1 or 2 design elements and up to 5 color options. They offer a range of 6 to 8 sizes for a diverse apparel market. They list constantly and add at least 10 new products each week. They keep profit margins between 40 to 50% or more depending on specific products. They take advantage of metadata like tags to capture additional search traffic, and they offer products which have the highest potential for profits. Like the Bella Canvas 3001, which can see profit margins reaching up to 53%, the ceramic 15-ounce coffee mug, which supports margins as high as 71%, the 11-ounce accent coffee mug with margins reaching up to 70%, margins for the Gildan 64000 can reach up to 61%, and finally, this hardcover journal has profit margins capable of reaching up to 70%. If there's one thing the best online sellers agree on that keeps their sales consistent, it's data. And if you want more access to data like ours, then you'll definitely need Printify Insights. It's our brand new analytics tool, which you can learn all about by checking out this video. Until then, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.